Hello, 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 and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. We are on Case 3, about to do the final trial, I believe. Trial Day 2. So, 3, 2, 1, go! October 26th. Yeah, I don't know about this case. Like, I understand everything that I've been told so far, but for some reason, it's just not coming together in my head, right? For some... And, I mean, I guess to be fair, usually it doesn't, but usually they're not so blunt about misleading you with things the way they seem to be. I mean, I know they wouldn't just tell you who the killer is this early. It's like they're trying to tell us that Hugh O'Connor is the killer. It's like, that's the way they're making it look right now, which makes me automatically think, no, it must not be him. Because they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't tell you, but then now it's leaving me to wonder, you know, I mean, it is the art room, so the blood on his hands very well could have been paint. And usually all this stuff turns out to be some kind of misunderstanding, but I feel like the friendship between these three, or whatever they're calling a friendship, is so broken at this point that even if they're pretending not to be friends, I just don't know. I feel like somebody's trying to mislead somebody else about something, and I still think that's what's going on, but I just can't make sense of it at all. Because I've been thinking about it like for the last day solid, and I have no idea. Were you able to sleep last night? No, I wasn't. Oh, sleep. Sure, I slept. For a grand total of 0 hours. Well, that sucks. Gavin, hold my hand, buddy. What are we gonna do? Guten Morgen, you two. You look like you're ready to put on a real show. But before you do, I have a good luck gift for you. Ah, the voice print analysis came back, and the results couldn't be more clear. The voice in the mock trial video and the tape recording are one and the same. Well, there you go. In other words, the recording's a fabrication. But who would have had access to that, to be able to do that? Oh, man. The lab is continuing their study of the tape. So far, they found signs of overdubbing. But it's going to take a bit longer to recover the audio that was erased. Thump. Who's there? Is that Junie and she passed out? Did you see who it was? Knock, knock! No, I got a quick look, but they got away. I saw a shadow! I think it might have been Hugh. I bet he was really huge. I think he was Evis-dropping. I wonder if he saw our hand. Or any of the 6 hands between the 3 of us here. Oh, I'm sure he wasn't the only one just now. I bet Robin and Buck's girl were listening in too. I will make sure they don't make a run for it. That is my final gift to you. Alright. All that's left now is to reach out to the truth. We're gonna pull this truth like we're pulling a tooth. Time for a Wind Court to Steel workout. I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine. Your turn. I'm Athena Sykes, and I'm fine. Let's do it. If there's anything comforting to be had here, it's just the fact that the game will lead us to the truth. Eventually, it's not like we have to figure this out for ourselves. And thank goodness, because I don't know if I ever would. If you gave me a week to think about this, I don't even know if I could come up with anything then. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Juniper Woods. Let's go. The Sykes Brigade is totally psyched. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready as well, I take it. Isn't that right, Prosecutor Black Bill? Yes, well, moving right along, yesterday's adjournment was unexpected yet necessary, but I'll be running a tight ship here today, so no funny business from anybody, understood? Your baldness, Robin Newman and Hugh O'Connor have recanted their confessions. Huh. But later I shall grill them at leisure to find whether I can charge them with perjury. Tell me about it. Well, this sure complicates matters, as if they weren't already. Still, one must not overlook the facts. Now, about the school camera photo that was submitted yesterday. A pity, but that evidence is no longer relevant to this case. The Otteron clock runs fast. It cannot function as an accurate measure of time. As for the bungling detective who overlooked that, he is paying for his failure as we speak. He is in the room watching Danganronpa streams from Tim. Poor Detective Fulbright. I hope he returns to work with all his body parts intact, and his paycheck for that matter. But if that's the case, then what will we... The accused is the sole person who could have moved the body from the Otteron to the stage. And I mean to prove it here this day. Just like Detective Fulbright said. But what else does he have up his sleeve? Well, his arms, for one thing. My understanding of this heinous crime is thus. Here we go. The murder took place near the center of the art room, as evidenced by the bloodstain. Blood was also found on some pottery next to the window over the maintenance area. Which is to say, the body was carried over to that very window. I'm just not buying it. It could be splash damage. I don't know. From there, it was dropped down to the maintenance area below. And though there was nary a scratch to the body aside from the fatal wound, that too was per the script, a high jump mat that was employed to cushion the fall. Then a ball couch was used to haul the body over to the stage. Maybe this whole mock trial, like, murder imitating the script thing is not as big of a deal as I think or something, because, that's not very clever. I mean, it's the same exact body moving scheme as the script. Anyone could have moved the body that way.
Objection!
Well, anyone who saw the script. We've been hemming and hawing about who really saw it from the beginning. Your propensity to spew forth words before you think is not very clever either. Why, you... That was supposed to be my Donald Duck. And moreover, the prosecution has a witness, which is most unfortunate for you. A witness. Oh, is it going to be Miriam? Oh, it's going to be him. Okay. Heh. Well then, will the witness please state his name and occupation? Again. Hugh O'Connor, I'm a senior at Themis Legal Academy, and I'm studying to be a lawyer. Yesterday, I told that lawyer there that I would testify to the truth, so I intend to cooperate fully in today's trial. Happy now, Miss Sykes? I think you need to be more worried about whether Blackwell's happy with you, because this might just be where it comes out. I don't know, whatever it is. The court appreciates your cooperation, Mr. O'Connor. Now your testimony, please. And away we go. What O'Connor saw. Okay. The lecture hall was packed before the mock trial, but the rest of the campus was empty. That's when I saw Juniper dragging a large mat from behind the stage. I was watching her from a vantage point between the stage and the maintenance area. She was heading towards me, so I assumed she was on her way to the maintenance area. But I didn't have time to stand around and see what she did after that. Well, cryptic as always. The real truth hurts so much, doesn't it, Miss Sykes? I mean, well, jeez. Or maybe you thought I was going to bring up something else entirely against your client. Never a snappy comeback when I need one. Well, I tell ya. He's coming straight at us today, using any means possible. Which are justified by the ends, by the way. To protect the students who had to climb up high when setting up the stage, a mat was brought over the stage from the storehouse. Our client is the student council president. What's wrong with her taking it upon herself to put the mat away after they used it?
Objection!
Well, only this. There is plenty wrong. There is but one mat in the entire school that could cushion a fall from such lofty heights. And that's the one. Ergo, the mat in question was indispensable to moving the body. Sucks being the last to know everything. Oh, jeez. I think I get it now. What do you get? Oh, the drag marks. Yeah. Okay. Well, that at least solves that, because I was wondering about that too. I thought, wow. I was so caught up in the idea that had to be something super, like a body or something, but no. If the only mat of that thickness was where the body is assumed to have been dropped, it would be hard to deny a possible link to this case. We're off to a bad start again. Sure you're okay, Athena? Nope! It's game on, Hugh. Come on! Game on! I'm gonna turn your arrogant perfect score grin into a teary-eyed frown of failure. I'm gonna make you frown. Yeah, that's right. I have like one hair hanging off of my... Oh, let me click that. There. Jeez, man. Okay. Lecture hall was packed before the mock trial, but the rest of the campus was empty. Okay. Let's get some deets here. Hold it, hold it. Hold it right there. She slammed twice in a row there. I've never seen him do that before. What? I was just getting to the important part. Eager to unsheath your blade, Sykes Dono, your heavy breath heaves to where I stand.
Objection!
Oh, man. How rude! A human's breath doesn't travel anywhere near that far. So the only issue is distance. You're not denying that you're a heavy breather. I'm just saying that you're making me do this. Oh my god. Hang in there, Athena. Yeah, you can tell, like, she's really anxious to get something, just anything. That's when I saw Juniper dragging a large mat from behind the stage. Well, bang bang. The client was simply putting the mat away. It had nothing to do with this case.
Objection!
I love his objection. I don't know if I mentioned that. I think I told people in the stream that I really love his objection. That might be my favorite one yet. That is where you are wrong. There's but one mat in the entire school that could cushion a 3-story fall. Did they misspell story then? Huh. Hence, the mat dragged by the accused was essential to moving the body. I don't think it's a body we were trying to move here. Wow. I'll show me how you do. Show me how to show you the truth. You'll have my full cooperation. Okay, you're watching it from a vantage point between the stage and maintenance area. I mean, looking at the map, it looked like you were right out there in the open, though. Mr. O'Connor, are you positive you were standing exactly where you said? I was between the stage and maintenance area, and she was behind the backdrop. He's sticking to his guns. The issue here is where Hugh was standing when he says he saw Judy. But nothing I say will mean anything without evidence. Time to dig a little deeper. But wasn't there a fence there? Before you ask, I had my glasses on. Because there were marks on the fence, too, from when she was moving, or from when the mat was moved. Just like they were on the ground. I wonder if that is what... I don't know if we have the fence and evidence, though. She was heading towards me, so I assumed she was on her way to the maintenance area. Let me just see something here. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's not in evidence, but maybe the picture, though? No, they're right here. They're all the way up here at the beginning. Oh, jeez. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that might be worth trying. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So, you saw the back of the stage from between the stage and the maintenance area. Well, let's take a look at this photo taken by Miss Scuttlebutt, shall we? Oh, lucky thing she didn't manage to delete all the photos on her laptop. This photo shows the students setting up the stage the day before the mock trial. You see the big construction screen to the right of the stage in the background here? Why, yes, in fact, there were a bunch of those next to my house until a few days ago, too. Oh boy. It was so noisy behind there, but I couldn't take a peek. Oh, how it piqued my interest. Exactly, Your Honor. You cannot see past such screens. That is their purpose. Now, let's see. How exactly is that screen positioned again? Up! That's how it's positioned. Aha! Since it was to the right of the stage, it should be right here. And from this vantage point, you can't see nothing. Oh my, but the screen would have been completely in the way. Wouldn't it now? That's right. Therefore, the witness couldn't have possibly seen our client from this point. See, what they're going to say now is, oh, the fence wasn't there back then, and then we'll have to point out that the drag marks are on the fence. Or, wait a minute, though. If she was dragging a mat, though, how would the drag marks get up on the fence? If anything, that would just prove that the fence was knocked down. The screen. Right. It must have slipped my mind. What? Are you telling me, What? Are you telling me you, Mr. Genius, forgot something as literally big as that? There are two kinds of memory lapses. The normal kind you mouth breathers have. And the genius-level lapses of memory that people like me have. Why don't you just admit that it was a normal, everyday brain fart already? Will the witness now please restate what he remembers, minus the lapses of memory? Oh, that's easy. I was on the other side of the screen. In other words, I witnessed Juniper from the stage side of the screen. It's just you would have been right there, dude. You're crazy. You're testifying that our client was behind the stage. Oh my god. But need I remind this court, the back of the stage is not visible from the front. To actually see our client behind the stage from the stage side of the screen, the witness himself would also have to be in the same area behind the stage. Go, Athena, you got it. Tell him. But in that case, our client would have definitely seen Mr. O'Connor, yes! Oh my god. What's it gonna take, man? What is it gonna take? Nice one, Athena, keep it up. Good job. Oh. Alright, golden boy. Is this not your chance? Telling the truth will be like a weight lifted from your chest. The truth? What truth? What now? The fact that Golden Boy here was where he initially stated. And that is to say, he was between the maintenance area and the stage.
Objection!
But then the screen would have blocked his view of him. Uh-oh. Where's the contradiction here? On the ground, yes, his view would have been blocked indeed. Oh, he can fly. That's the secret, y'all. He can fly! Consider how smoke always wants to rise up high. Uh-oh. Something on the other side of the screen, something high enough to see the stage. No way, this crane right here? I don't remember seeing a crane there on the day of the mock trial. Me neither, but it's probably safe to assume it was moved before he found the body. Ugh. That's far enough, Prosecutor Blackwell. Remember, you promised. What is he? I recall making no such promise. It was you who came blubbering to me about keeping quiet in exchange for information. Arg! What's all this about, a promise? Is this about whatever Blackwell is using against him? Yeah, I'd say so. It's got to do with going into the crane. Golden Boy did not go up in that crane for fun. He was working part-time as a crane operator within school grounds. What's so embarrassing about that? Yeah. The witness, I object to the prosecutor's last statement. There's no proof I ever operated that crane. Actually, there just might be something that proves you did. What? Oh, wait, let's think about this. If this whole part-time job thing is true, I doubt it would be limited to a single day. You were probably working at the same site the previous day, too. Oh, is this what you're thinking of, Athena? Oh, and he can see over the fence! So, wow! Are you serious? This is ridiculous. Why doesn't he want people to know that, though? Like, why is that such a secret? How very interesting. Let's ascertain whether this is as ridiculous as the witness maintains. Okay. The defense agrees with the prosecution. Wow, we agree with the prosecution. Boy, you don't see this very often. Let's bring the facts to light. That's all very well and good, but just how do you propose to do that? Well, let's drag out the... Let's get, like, Kay's thing in here, the recreation of the... The person in this photo has one really distinguishing feature. I'm not 100% sure, but it's at least worth a try. We can clearly identify the person in this photo as the witness by examining... Well, fingerprints did cross my mind earlier, and that does seem a little obvious, though. His neck? He's wearing a red scarf, it appears to be. Examining his hobby. Did he mention something to that effect before that maybe I missed? I kind of want to go with the neck. Because that's just too weird of an answer. Why, yes, you can see it right there. But then are you saying you mean to... Mr. O'Connor's neck is almost entirely concealed by his tall collar. But that's exactly why I believe this warrants further examination. No, not a chance. That would be a blatant violation of my privacy. You are a disgrace of a man. Now start unbuttoning that collar before I hack it off! Holy jeez. He did the Alanis Morissette point again. Yeah, what's the big deal now? Let's see your neck! What, is he a vampire? Or, like, has he been bitten by one? Guess I have no choice. Oh, shit. Shit. Okay. Oh my. So where'd you buy that neckband, if I might ask? I didn't buy it. It's handmade, and there's only one like it in the world. Well, it sure looks like the neckband in the photo. Should we have the photo analyzed? You are one irritating lady. Fine, I admit it. I read. I work a part-time construction job. It has nothing to do with our school. Operating heavy equipment is no big deal for a guy who can parallel park one-handed. But I never expected one of my jobs would take me to my own school. But when you factor in all of the required tests in an apprenticeship period, wouldn't you have to be at least 20 to have a license for operating a crane? Is that the secret? Maybe he's had to redo a grade like twice already.
Objection!
And then now this time he's buying the grades because he knows he's never going to get through because he's just really dumb. Let us dispense with this inane charade, Golden Boy. No, Prosecutor Blackwell, please don't. High school seniors are 19 at most. Thus they fail to complete the requirements. But that does not apply to you. Does it, Mr. O'Connor? Why doesn't it apply? He's a senior, so he's around that age, right? What if he's like 28 or something? Actually, Golden Boy here is 25. He took a 7-year break from school! Okay... Take a gander at the official school enrollment documentation. It's all right there. Arrgh! Youch. 25? You mean he's older than me? A 25-year-old high school student? Jesus Christ, man. This is not good. This is not good at all! And he was trying to go after... Well, I mean, I'm sitting here talking about how pretty she is. 7-year break, 7 years. I've just one thing to say. There are two kinds of 7-year breaks. The ordinary kind you mouth breathers take, and the kind that I take.
Objection!
Oh, he is desperate. Desperate as hell, man. But a genius would quickly become a chore for a 7-year break. A chore? Did I read that wrong? I think you have that backwards, Athena. Even geniuses make mistakes. I just happened to make mine only 7 years in a row. Enough of this jibber-jabber. Mistakes for 7 years in a row. Suffice to say, the witness was up in the crane when he saw the accused dragging the mat. The accused readied all she needed to move the body immediately prior to doing so. That much is clear. I see no need to deliberate the matter further. Considering that the body was moved in the same manner as in the script, I find Prosecutor Blackwell's claim to be quite persuasive. Does the defense care to dissuade me? As long as the mat was used to move the body, Junie's gonna be under suspicion. Seems like she should have thought that and not said it out loud. Athena, I just thought of something. Or are you gonna grace us with another of your brilliant deductions, Apollo? Because I'm so ready for you two. What was he doing in the crane right before the mock trial? He couldn't have been on the job at the time. I mean, he was waiting for the trial to start. Yeah, why was he in the crane? Wait, you don't think... Is he spying on her? What if he's the snitch and she was just saying that? Oh, God. Yes, Miss Sykes? I've got it. I've got an amazing idea that will turn the prosecution's claim on its head. Little conjecture has never stopped us before. Maybe he's not a student at all. So kind of you were using the crane to move the screen, move yourself, move the body. Oh, dude. Let's try it. The body was just like it was in the script, so it must have been moved like in the script, too. At least that's what the prosecution believes. How simplistic, even foolish. A fool who thinks nothing but foolish fool thoughts as foolhardy as a fool can get. Fool. Those are pretty strong words, Athena. You sure about this? Oh, trust me, you gave me the back. You just set me up with a spike, and I spiked. The witness is a licensed claim operator, so he could have used it to move the body. Objection. Sneeze. Well, Golden Boy, care to chime in? I intend to say no more on this matter. Save that this does not bode well for you. What? I don't even know. I don't know why it's so funny when I sneeze in a video. It's just a thing that people do. It always makes me laugh, though. Jeez. Oh, come on, man. We're doing a case here. This laughing is making me hot. Okay, it does not bode well for you. Okay, I already read that, alright. Wait, he's on my side this time? Or is this another trap? It's a trap! Watch this. Oh, there he goes. I can use a bow and arrow one-handed. Wow, that's a crazy level of dexterity. I can even drive a crane with one hand. That's easy. But operating the crane itself is so complex, it requires both hands. Now I would have the court look at this. Uh-oh. So the blood that Junie saw on his hands may have been an injury of his?